We got some more information about building, combat, crafting, and more on Nightingale from the October Discord Q&A. There were a lot of questions this month, but that will either be answered later or a definite answer isn't available. But let's go over what we learned. Starting with some building stuff, we learned that there will be building placement rules, like certain pieces being only able to connect with others, objects being able to block placements, and more. But other than that, we will be able to build where we want to. Respite points are like our home base, and so far we will only be able to have one place set as a respite point, where we will always be able to go back to or respawn if we die. You can think of it as like an inn in an MMO. With a game like Nightingale, where it's about exploring different realms, the devs want us to be rewarded for exploration and taking on tough challenges. While we are doing all this exploration, we'll come across enemies at times, and it will be possible to see the realm's creatures chasing or fighting with each other as we come across them. When early access drops, there will be about 10 spells available to use, but the plan is to have more because it is important to the game's fantasy, and eventually we will see spells ranging from utility all the way to combat. There is a narrative storyline that we will be able to follow in Nightingale, coming from various quests and NPCs that we come across. Similar to the giant that we see in one of the trailers, there will also be other factions that we can meet in the various realms with different combat music and specific themes for the world we are in. I thought it was interesting and nice to know that we will be able to create multiple characters, giving us a chance to play around with different builds, or if you want to have a solo gameplay character and a multiplayer one. To go through the different portals, you combine different cars to create a gateway. Like how Stargate has those different rooms which are coordinates, right now there are no invalid coordinates, and we will get a journal that will help us keep track of those coordinates and other things we find while we are out exploring. I'm always excited about exploring new worlds and games, so the idea behind trying out different combinations and going through portals to find out where it leads is an amazing idea, and because the worlds are kind of separated via the portals, it allows the devs to add on more worlds if they want to. The last question in the Discord asked about if Chinese will be an option in early access, and while they weren't 100% sure about it, they stated that Chinese is on their list to add. So if you want your questions asked for this month, hop into the Nightingale Discord. I'll have a link to that down below. Subscribe for more info on Nightingale, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.